See the Los Angeles ringing in the new NBA season with all the fine-tuning and changes. Every club at this point.
Welcome, everyone, to On Protecting Home Court. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season.
Series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you got to start somewhere.
This season, after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Oh! That athlete.
Yeah.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Covington kicks to Davis. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Outside, Davis. Back to Pierce. Just 5 on the clock. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Irving passes to Okafor. Durant dishes to Irving. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And James gets it to go on the assist by... It's Pierce with the drive. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Powell, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Lamb comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for John Wall. And James throws it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Durant. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Thomas. Shot is off. And John Wall, multiple All-Star in this league. But make no mistake, his focus is...
Main thing for me is going to...
Wall's the kind of guy that has his eye on the prize all the time. And the less emphasis he places on his own goals, Greg, the better he seems to get.
That's a great point. And Kevin, he is a man on a mission at this point in his career. Only one thing is going to satisfy him, and that's chasing that ring.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
We've got Pierce. Thomas is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Davis. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Davis. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Outside Pierce. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 7 points for Paul Pierce.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And talking about Lynn last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Lakers. Jabari Parker's checked in for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Irving. Pierce attacking, kicks it out to Johnson. Davis with a screen on Curry. Rubio the pass to Davis. Misses it from 7 feet out.
And, you know, getting back to Lynn, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Here's Wiggins, powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
It's Pierce with the drive. That's good. Pierce has got 9.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Parker. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Paul Pierce. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone, as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins, and he's good on the 3-ball. Wiggins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Rubio. Pass to Covington. The 11-footer. Rebound Minnesota. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Lamb. No luck. And that does it for the...
Thank you, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
12. The Timberwolves, 24. Your seasons are number.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille. Minnesota came out looking very confident, competing with a chip on their shoulders. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got LeBron James. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Durant, and it's Okafor in at the center. Lakers trail by 16. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
James, and he dunks it down.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, you can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Powell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Thomas comes in for Caldwell Pope. It's Wall with the drive. And he gets it to go.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half. And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Durant sends it back. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Powell, and that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And then Okafor slams it in.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate, you throw it to where he needs to be.
Double team on Thomas. From the stripe. Here's Davis. Rebound, Minnesota. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lets the 3 fly. Pierce with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. Thomas kicks to Pierce. Okafor with the steal. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And a wide open look for James. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Thomas goes in, back to Wall. That one bounces around and comes back out. LeBron left side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. LeBron's got 13.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Lakers trail by 14. We've got Caldwell Pope. Robert Covington out there with Glenn Davis. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Lamb at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Inside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Unloads. The shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Offensive rebound. And it's Wiggins missing.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope dishes to Rubio. 16 feet away. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders got down to 11 on the bucket from Caldwell Pope. And the Timberwolves call time.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And he gets it to go.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Johnson, he's checked in for Lamb. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Covington. Here's Caldwell Pope. Wiggins with the block. Parker inside, covered by Rubio. Parker's shot is off. Lakers trail by 14, and Rubio kicks to Caldwell Pope. Covington's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Rubio's got the ball, and the shot is good from Johnson.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
It's Parker with the drive. He dents the rim with a two-hand slam. Wow.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Gasol with the steal. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
Two great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And at key points in this game, they stayed committed to their brand of basketball. That's why they'll be taking the front end of this three-game season series against the Lakers.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was. For Wiggins, he was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
LeBron drives in. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Johnson, he's checked in for Pierce. Lamb comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jeremy Lin in for John Wall. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's Powell. Here's Lin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. First free throw is good.
Jeremy Lin taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Lin. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson in the corner. To the paint. That's good from Cantor on the assist by LeBron.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And you're getting close.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith with Andrew Wiggins. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was... And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does. And the problem that you have with LeBron is who.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. With the Denver Nuggets, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Durant is out there with Okafor. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's LeBron James. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. And it was great to watch C.J. Miles last season. Finally, Clark got some significant playing time.
Yeah, and took advantage of it. With the Pacers having Paul George on the sidelines due to injury until late in the season, they got a nice lift in contribution from C.J. Miles.
And here's Leonard from 3. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Here's Schroeder. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. James with the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Lopez, a screen on Irving. Schroeder kicks to Leonard. The pass to Lopez. Knocked away. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And here's Leonard from 3.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. That's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Leonard, no luck. And the Timberwolves with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. The drive by James misses in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Thomas with the steal. Here's Schroeder. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Schroeder's got his first points of the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
And the shot is good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming into last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future.
With some arc, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Al Jefferson's checked in for Lopez. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Myers Leonard. And it's Peyton in for Dennis Schroeder.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here's Watson. Jefferson, a screen on Irving. Peyton dishes to Jefferson. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And they double up Peyton. Here's Watson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Watson's got 6 points.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Peyton passes to Jefferson. Watson for 3. Okafor grabs the miss. And here's James outside. No good on that last second.
Now on the court, your Video Nuggets.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the court for Minnesota, Marc Gasol is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Curry. And it's Wiggins in at the 2.
And Marc Gasol, surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor. Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Info and entertainment.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Got a piece of it. The 3 from Johnson. Kept alive, Minnesota.
He saw that one was going long, and he tracked it down.
And he hits it to tie the game up. So it's Minnesota now. Curry gets to Gasol. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
A different look for Denver. Lopez, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Leonard comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Peyton. Enes Kanter's checked in for Minnesota. LeBron comes in for Johnson. Schroeder passes to Lopez. Shot from free throw range. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's the screen. Off the screen. And Kanter pulls it down.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Watson's checked in. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From the baseline. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Enes Kanter. 6 points for LeBron. The Nuggets trail by 4. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Leonard, and that one's good. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 2 teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Al Jefferson is checked in for Thomas. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
.137 left in the second quarter. Jefferson with it. He's picked up by Irving. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
It's LeBron with the drive. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. Minnesota making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Jefferson kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Jefferson. 1:05 left now here in the second. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Irving dishes to Durant. Pass to Okafor. Durant trying to break free. That's good. Okafor's got his second bucket tonight.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Okafor against Jefferson. He kicks to Lopez. Tries again and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Schroeder passes to Leonard. Watson, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Durant. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Here's LeBron. Lopez with the steal. Watson. And it's sent back by Irving. And the first half.
Kevin, we have
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 2 assists. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Lance Thomas out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Watson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. For the tie. And that one's good. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for Denver. Timberwolves shooting wonderfully up to this point. 67%. And we've seen it all, guys. The Nuggets have been in free fall the last couple years. Part of that is their play at home, where GA, they used to be invincible.
You remember back in the day, Kevin, I mean, one of the most difficult places to play was in Denver. I mean, you're dealing with the thin air, but that hasn't been the case here of late.
George Karl just prided his team on what they did at home.
You know, Denver ended with a 19-22 record at home last season, and that's a far cry from when the Nuggets would typically win 30 or more games at home.
And you'd have to go all the way back to their dreadful 2003 campaign to find the last time the Nuggets went below 500 at home. Very strange to see them be just mediocre in this building last season.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
A different look for Denver. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Lopez. Stoudemire comes in for Myers Leonard. And it's Payton in for Dennis Schroeder. Timberwolves also changing it up. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for LeBron. And Curry subbed in for Irving. Watson with it, picked up by Thompson. Payton drives in. Here's Watson. Kept alive.
Excellent job to track down the long ball.
Here's Wiggins. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Pia.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Minnesota. Enes Kanter comes in for Kevin Durant. Thomas goes in, and it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Kicks it to Wiggins. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
It's deflected. To the middle. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Stoudemire.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in, yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
Jefferson's checked in for Denver. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the pick. Jefferson, a screen on Curry. Outside Thomas. Payton against Thompson. And the dunk by Jefferson.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
The Nuggets have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. LeBron comes in for Thompson, and Irving subbed in for Curry.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
No good from Gasol.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backcourt.
Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And, guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep. Stats for James. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged 25 points per game last season. 7 assists and 6 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Leonard comes in for Lance Thomas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Leonard dishes to Jefferson. Shoots from the right block. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Jefferson's got 4 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves trail.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
James, the pass to Cannon. Cannot hit. And Denver the other way now. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Jefferson, a screen on Irving. Lopez, no luck. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closer. This one for 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Nuggets lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Denver in the lead. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got LeBron James. Thompson is out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Okafor in at the 5, home in the paint. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Lopez kicks to Leonard. Right through the D for the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Irving attacking James. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Watson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And it's Lopez again missing. Timberwolves shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Schroeder. Nice D from Durant.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
No one near James as he lets it go. LeBron with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Watson dishes to Schroeder. Passes it to Lopez. Outside Leonard. Dishes to Stoudemire. Denver needs to get off the shot. Stolen by Thompson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Durant. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Stoudemire. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Watson, the pass to Schroeder. Lopez a screen. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. From about 19 feet. Stoudemire, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Durant kicks to James. Back to Durant. To the inside. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist by Durant. And that's now 6 points for Jahlil Okafor. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
As he addressed his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Curry's shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. That's 10 points for Brook Lopez.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for him.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
It's James atop the key. Releases. Denver grabs the miss. The dish now to Schroeder. He feeds it to Lopez. Outside for Thomas. Now the pass to Watson. Here's Schroeder. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
James dishes to Durant. To the inside, Okafor, and that one's good.
Having a little more difficulty getting the ball inside here. Defense has done a much better job collapsing on them when they throw it inside. Double teaming and being active with their feet and hands. Really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Okafor. He's got 8 points and 1 assist.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
Your Nuggets dancers.
.11 left to play in the final quarter. Schroeder passes to Lopez. And that one's good.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Man, I tell you, partner, this has been some fun basketball, and they don't look like they're slowing down at all. You better strap your seatbelt on here.
Your Nuggets dancers.
.104 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Durant.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now on the court, your Mario Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. And James pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Shooter kicks to Lopez. Connects! And now they trail by just 4. So it's the Timberwolves now. Curry dishes to Durant. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He has 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws. Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Here's Lopez, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that? Unable to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
That's good from Lopez. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Durant up top. He's covered by Leonard. 5 on the clock. It's Durant with the drive. Good!
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Your Nuggets dancers!
Leonard, the pass to Watson. Frames it from downtown.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Outside for Curry, and so it's the Timberwolves.